Duke Ellington is not a name that you associate with a concert hall. And again, this is kind of the point. You know, Duke Ellington, I know in the Quad Cities there's such a great tradition for jazz, and you hear it as you walk down the streets. It's an incredible thing. And so to put a piece by Duke Ellington, who was such a consummate musician, obviously a great performer, but had a great interest in writing for symphony orchestra. New World A-Comin is a mini piano concerto in a way. And it's Duke Ellington for symphony orchestra, kind of all dressed up, and that's the way Duke thought of it. And it's an exciting piece, and Leon Bates is a fantastically gifted pianist. And so to have, again, American music, and American music that comments on the Ravel piano concerto. Maurice Ravel, the fantastic French colorist, the guy who, it was all about texture and all about sound and not necessarily about structure or form. I mean, he was a color composer, and so he was very influenced by jazz. He was living in Paris, where there was kind of the center of jazz, at least for Europe, and they were so interested in American jazz, and so many American artists came over to Paris. And so this second movement of the Ravel Piano Concerto is this kind of jazzy, I mean, you kind of think of it as this jazzy soliloquy for piano and English horn in this case. It was kind of the saxophone equivalent in a way. So it's this kind of smoky room kind of idea in this piano concerto, right in the middle of this beautiful interlude of these two kind of saucy, you know, kind of movements with lots of kick and lots of energy, very kind of sassy movements that are bookends of this concerto with this kind of smoke-filled jazzy room. And so I love the way Ravel embraces kind of a jazz idea, and I love the way Ellington kind of embraces the symphonic idea. And so those to have Leon Bates play those pieces and to have those pieces combined, I think works very, very well. The opening and closing piece, we have the Roman Carnival Overture, and we have the Pines of Rome. They, of course, go together. It's that Roman theme, that kind of sunshine warm thing, the carnival idea, which happens right before Lent. But it's also a great way to close a great season. You know, we opened with Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, and the Pines of Rome, OTTORINO Respighi, if you want to talk about over the top, you know, this is your guy. And over the top in the best sense, using the orchestra, using the colors, using the potential, using an incredible sound world. Orchestrationally, you think of Maurice Ravel and you think of OTTORINO Respighi, and the colors of the Pines of Rome, and offstage brass, and a clarinet solo, the softest of softs and the loudest of louds, and the Pines of the Appian Way, and the great, you know, ghost armies marching. I mean, it's just, it's descriptive music. It's music that he wanted to communicate his love, and he wanted to communicate the exuberance that exists in Rome. And there is no better way to close a season.